What's up guys, Magic Navs here, and in today's video I'm bringing to you an Airsoft review on the Acetech Blaster Tracer Unit. In my opinion, this is probably the coolest and best tracer unit you can get if you are wanting to add more special effects to your Airsoft gun and just more fun to your Airsoft experience. Personally, I'm probably not the biggest fan when it comes to the idea of tracers because you know, you're kind of giving away your position and stuff. I get the pros behind it, but this one's really cool because it has more features than just being able to utilize tracer BBs, right? So I'm gonna go over them. So now, in this case, I do have it attached on a 2011 Combat Master, so you can see. In this case, the barrel has some threading on the inside, so this is what allows me to attach it on here. Granted, it did come with a thread adapter because this one it is clockwise threading. So if it was with a M4 rifle and you took off the flash hider, you wouldn't need the thread adapter, which when you're screwing this on, it'll have you'll have a little hole here, and just with any Allen wrench you can just use that to tighten it, because with the thread adapter you'll be going one direction, and with the tracer unit itself you'll be going the opposite direction, obviously, right? So just keep that in mind. So yeah, we have the biggest feature with this, right? So let me actually just take the I'm going to take the tracer. I'm going to unscrew this first, just so you can see the inside of it. I do already have it turned on, but this is how you'll turn the unit on. When you unscrew this here, there'll be a little button here, tiny little button here. You'll just tap that button once to turn it on, and from there, what's really great about this is that once you have it on, if you don't use it for like 5 minutes or something like that, it will go into sleep mode, so it will save your power and everything. You don't have to worry about forgetting to turn it off or anything like that. It will go to sleep by itself and save you the battery. But if you do want to shut it off like completely, then obviously you would have to unscrew it, tap that button once to fully turn it off. But even if you forget, not the end of the world, right? Now, this tracer unit has 3 settings, which is the first one is definitely my favorite, is that it has tracer and flash mode. So the coolest thing about this tracer unit is the fact that it has these LEDs at the front on the inside of the tracer unit. So when the BB is passing through, even if you're not using tracers, it will make a little flash to mimic the flash you get on a real gun. And it will kind of light up the BB a little bit, so you can kind of, at least if you're watching from the side, or maybe somebody's taking a video from the side of you, you will see the BB travel through, and it's really sick. So you'll get a little glow, like a little flash of the BB passing through. So this is great, like even if you're not using tracer BBs, because tracer BBs are obviously expensive. You can just use normal BBs and just still get that little special effect and whatnot. It just adds more to the immersion and stuff, which is pretty cool, okay? Of course, you will be kind of giving away your position. Bear that in mind, so it's a give and take, right? Of course, if you are using tracer BBs with that, so I got some tracer BBs right here. You can kind of demonstrate this through here, but you just kind of, it might not be, yeah, you'll see the little bit of glowing, obviously, right? In fact, I can turn the lights off here. If I just do this, yeah, you can kind of get that nice little glow, right? And you can see the flash from the tracer unit. Let's see if I can, there we go. You get the idea, right? I'll do a video actually showcasing it, or I'll put up a video later on in this review, just so you can kind of see the full effect of it. But that's the first mode. The second mode, now if you want to change modes, you'll have to hold the button down for, I believe, 3 seconds until you hear another beep. The next mode will have, I believe it's tracer only, so it won't have the flash, but it will have just the tracer effect, meaning if you're using tracer BBs, it will just light the BB up. It won't have that flash effect. And the third setting is just flash only. So this is probably more for if you're not using tracers, and you only want the flash, then of course you would just have it only have the flash and not a light going off in the tracer unit when the BB passed through. I think generally though, if you're just using, whether you're using tracers or not, I would just keep it on the first setting where it's flame or flash and tracer effect on, because in the end it's just less hassle for you to have to keep screwing it off and on, right? Because that's like, I'd say that's the go-to setting if you're gonna be running this tracer unit. So yeah, because it's just nice to have both of those effects, right? Comes with a charger unit, right? Pretty straightforward. Because the battery life, again, because of that sleep mode, you really don't have to worry about charging this all that often, right? It has really good battery life, and when you do turn it on, it will shine a light to let you know what the battery percentage is. I believe when it shines green, that means the battery is between 80 and 100%. When it shines, I believe, like yellow or something like that, then it was like between maybe 40 and 80%, and then if it's red, then it's probably then it's definitely like under that, and you need to charge it, right? But yeah, battery life's really good. In fact, I think in the manual it says just charge it every couple months, really, or just, I guess it really depends how often you're using this, right? But the good thing is, especially on a pistol like this, it doesn't really obscure my sights. Even when I'm using iron sights, I can still see everything clearly. I'll see a tiny bit maybe just behind the front sight, but it's not obscuring my aiming at all. Like, I can still aim this comfortably. Obviously, if you have this, you're gonna have to buy a specific holster for this, because this is like, it's bigger and stuff, so you're gonna have to figure out some kind of holster for this kind of setup. My plan is, like, I'm not personally going to be gaming with this. My hope is that if, the airsoft range that I used to work at, if a new one opens up, which I do have plans for that with the gun store that we were with, we're talking about trying to start a new one and possibly even a field. So this would be a nice sort of add-on special, I suppose, that we could include, so that when people come in, if they want to add special effects to their gun, depending on which gun that they would want, obviously, because only specific guns will take the threading, is like $5 for just the flash only, $10 add-on if you want the flash and the tracer special, because obviously tracer BBs are more expensive, and then yeah, just so that way they have a much cooler experience, and they can take lots of cool videos like that for their social media and stuff. So there's definitely lots of potential with this add-on, if, again, if the range, if the airsoft range comes back to life in that regard. So I'll put up a quick video for you guys, so you can kind of see what it truly looks like with the tracer unit and the flash effect and everything. So enjoy. Alright guys, so I've turned off the lights, so you can probably barely see my hands right now, but this is just to make it easier, and so that way you can actually see the lights like go off, like the flash and the tracers and stuff. So you'll see even got one mag filled with normal BBs, and I got another mag later with tracer BBs. In my case, I got both red and green, but definitely always go green because they'll light up much brighter, so you can actually see it much better. So I got the red ones just to test it initially, and then I got green whenever I could from another Airsoft store. So yeah, so got my normal BBs loaded up here, and you'll see even I do have it set in the flash and tracer setting, but even with just normal BBs, again, you'll get a nice flash. Really, this is probably your default setting, whether you're using normal BBs or tracer BBs. But so that's with normal BBs. So even without the tracer BBs, you get a nice little trace effect in the beginning, right? It's not going to go all the way, obviously, because it's not tracers, but it's definitely a nice special effect. You know, just almost like it would be for a real bullet, possibly, right? Give or take. I'll show you now with the tracer BBs now. So it's going to be the same thing. It's a nice flash, but you'll see the BBs glow in the dark, obviously, for this. So here we go. I love that it like just glows through. Really cool special effect. But yeah, you can see with the tracers, definitely adds more cool effect to it. But what's great about this tracer unit is that even if you don't have tracers, because they are more expensive, you can make do without them. But it's nice that it adds a double effect when you do have tracers, and you can add the flash effect to it. So there you go, guys. So with that said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this was helpful. If you have questions, leave it down in the comments below. Honestly, again, I think this is the coolest tracer you could probably get. And like just because it has both tracer, it has more than one feature. Like you have the tracer and the flash, so I definitely love that about this. Just really adds more immersion and just excitement when you're just shooting this. You can see all the flash, especially when you're in the dark, obviously, or in low light. It's awesome. Alright, so thanks you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys in my future videos, and until next time, peace out, guys.